Alright folks, hello and welcome to another challenge accepted video. My name is LeaderGrev and, well, this is Challenge Accepted, the series where you guys tell me what challenges I have to do in my hardcore world, and then naturally, I go out and do them. And you leave those challenges in the comments section, and then I go check them out, I go see which ones I like, and I accept your challenges. Anyhow, I want to show you guys something. One of the challenges I was given a while ago is to create a mob spawner, and yeah, I think I've done just that. I think I've managed to do that. That was a solid 50-point challenge. We can safely say those 50 points are mine. Now, granted that I don't have any kill method, unfortunately, because I don't have sticky pistons, so I can't squash them to a certain extent. I have to just take out my sword and wail on them for as long as I possibly can. And that's not the best method, but it's the only one I really have right now. Hey! They're punching. See, look at all that. All of that rotten flesh. Anyways, I'm actually worried that these guys might despawn, because they've done that on me before. I was trying to record earlier, and then they decided, hey, let's go on and disappear, because that's what we do. Don't want that to happen. So, let's make 2 swords. Oh man, what a debacle. What to do with... Hey, pick up! There you go. After we kill the rest of these zombies, we can... Oh man, that's a lot of zombies. I don't know what to do in F3, how to take a look at what... Oh wow, look at that, an iron sword! Wow, what a complete waste of my own iron. When I could have just wailed on these zombies some more and gotten my own. That's one of the benefits of having a zombie spawner, whereas zombie flesh isn't the absolute best food source. Zombies can, on occasion, drop other things, like iron swords. And I think that happens if you kill them with something that's not an iron sword or a sword of any kind. Oh god, I'm starving. I forgot that actually attacking takes away your strength, and you might be wondering, how the hell does this kid have so much chicken? Well, I'm going to show you that in a sec after I'm done essentially destroying all of these zombies. How many of them are there in there? Wow, that's a lot. I wish headshots did more damage, because then I'd be set, because I could just... Alright, there you go. Let's see how quickly I can run out of this sword, too. Already gotten plenty of experience, so that's good. So let's see what else we can get out of this. Alright, the zombies are pretty much... Oh god, they are a punching lot. I don't even want to deal with these guys anymore. I'm sick and tired of dagging them with this sword. I'm done with you, zombies. I don't want to deal with you anymore. Part of me just wants to suffocate all of them. Oh, well, there aren't that many left. Or at least I don't see that many left. So that's good. At least, a lot of the zombies are done for. I'm almost done with this sword, and I can pick up the other zombie sword. Yay, more zombie swords. And look at all this zombie flesh. Now, you might be wondering why my inventory is so packed that I can't fit in a shovel and some extra zombie flesh. It's because, wow, not what I needed to do. Get out of here, zombie flesh. Hey! That was rude. That was quite rude. Don't know if I'm gonna need that many stacks of zombie flesh, to be honest. How many is that? 9? Psh, we don't want that. Sticks. You know what? We can leave some sticks behind. Not that important. Anyways, you might, as I said before, you may be wondering why I have a packed inventory. Well, it's because I've been preparing for some of the challenges you've been giving me. And you may be hearing all of those noises and the slight lag spike, and you might be wondering what that torch is all about. Let me explain. Another challenge that you guys gave me was to create an animal farm with 6 of each animal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then, of course, there's also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And how could we forget the chickens? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excellent. And I was also given the challenge to create a stair up to my chicken farm. Have that done. Wow, so lots of challenges I've been doing, lots of stuff to get done and to do. But I do want to show off how this farm sort of works and functions. So we're going to put away some of this rotten flesh, and I'm going to go show you one of the coolest, in my opinion, parts of this farm. And that is the chicken farm, the egg farm, rather. Now, this specific section is only for eggs. I don't kill the chickens in there. This is my actual, like, murder, atrocity, villainy farm, where essentially I just kill all the adult chickens, except for a couple that I leave for mating purposes. And that, my friends, is where I got all of this chicken. Now I'm going to go cook up these 3 extra chicken, and in the meanwhile I'm going to show off the 3 redstone devices now, if you don't know, but may have guessed. Making 3 redstone devices was a challenge that you guys gave to me. Surprise, surprise. So, redstone device numero uno is this. When the eggs fall through the little hole over there, and onto the pressure plate, this torch goes off, and I know that there's stuff to collect, so I just jump up and the eggs are mine. This farm is another redstone contraption of mine. When I pull this lever, all of the water goes down and is collected over here with all of the wheat and seeds and everything I need. The final redstone contraption is yet another farm, and it is my cactus farm. You may have seen one like this in my World 2, in my regular survival LP. This functions on that same principle. Piston pushes up, forces these cacti to sort of, what would the word be? Update? Yes. And then just plant 4 back and you've got a bunch of cacti on you. So that, in my opinion, is a pretty useful little trick. And that was another 10-point challenge. So, stairs to my chicken farm, a mob farm, a cactus farm, and an animal farm were the challenges I've been doing off camera, and of course the 3 redstone devices. So, in the meanwhile though, as I was mentioning before, my inventory is packed, and that is for a whole other reason. That is for all of the cave challenges you guys gave me after the last episode. And we're going to go head off to that cave right now, because we have pretty much everything that I think we're going to need. Alright, so we're now on our way. Just going to take the stairs because it's convenient, it's nice, it's very well packed in. I think I can run. I'm not too worried about sprinting, simply because of the amount of food I have. It's kind of obscene, actually, just how much food I have. An egg. Nope. I will resist the temptation, and I will not take that egg. I refuse. Whoops. Whoa. Do not approve. There you go. That was good. Did I pick up that bone? Here. We're going to immediately convert it to bone meal, simply so it's something we already have. So it fits in properly into our inventory agenda, so to speak. That's... Alright, I see where we're going. What we're going to need to do is we're going to need to turn off all of the water, at least as far as I can tell. And from there, we're going to need to... let me think this through. Now, you guys gave me the challenge of building a spiral staircase. I am not all too fond of that idea in this situation, simply because of the other challenges you guys gave me, such as build a creeper face, sort of like an entrance as a creeper face. Do that sort of thing. So I'm not particularly fond of the whole idea of, hey, go ahead and make a spiral staircase. Just not my idea. So I don't think I'm going to fully comply there, just because I don't think it fits the rest of the challenge you guys gave me. Now, is this... wow, I actually think this fits size-wise. What we're going to do... Let's put down all of the... 1, 2... Oh, no, this is not wide enough. What we will need... Let's think this through. Hold on a second. Of creeper eyes. It's going to be like this. And then again like this. Which means we're going to need to go out a whole other layer section here. Let's... Oops, not what I meant to do. Part of me has a big sort of like almost quasi-important commentary to do. Part of me doesn't really feel like doing that right now. Because as much as I want to, part of me doesn't think I can pull it off properly right now. And I do not want to fall into any of these holes right now. I'll be entirely honest, I had tried doing this recording earlier, and it just didn't work. It wasn't coming along properly. But one of the better things that happened in that recording, one of the more exciting elements of that, was that I actually fell in and lost all but half a heart. And that was an intense moment. Certainly intense. And I imagine that would have been exciting to see. Unfortunately, not something you guys will be seeing, because that was a recording I am wholly not happy with. I did not enjoy it. It did not come out properly. Did I do this right? Part of me thinks that the creeper eyes need to be lower down near the mouth. And that is 100% correct. Let's see if this is right. And we can take all of this out. Oh man, this is going to look really ugly. Come on. Can I get some... Oh man, not a good idea. Actually, I can just pick up water from there. That has sources all over the place. Perfect. Let's place that down here. I don't like not having sources all over the place. It just looks weird. It doesn't look right. Anyways, is this the formula for success? It looks like it. That looks appropriate. Let's get rid of this water. And you know what we might do while we're up here? We might craft ourselves a bunch of ladders. That'll just be the appropriate thing to do. Now, one of the challenges you guys gave me was to build a 3x3 window. Now, as you guys can tell, it's not really possible to define this as 3x3 because it's not. However, I do think it came kind of close. I mean, given that it's an enormous window regardless of the fact that it's not 3x3, I want to ask you guys if you would be okay with me putting this down as like a challenge complete for the 3x3 window. That's wholly up to you guys. Just something I'm not sure about myself. Figured I'd ask. Another thing I'm worried about actually is audio lag, because I did have that earlier in one of the parts of the recording of this episode, and I was actually really worried about how that would turn out. And I was able to cut it at a certain point where it wouldn't be too noticeable, and the problem was sort of solved, but it's still not fantastic, and I'm not too happy with it. So I'm trying to cut every now and then. Ooh, that is a lot of iron. I found myself in a bad position. Right now is probably a good time to get up here, and where's the sun? The sun, okay, the sun is in a good spot. What are we going to do right now? We are going to set up camp. Number 1, number 2. So let's set number 1 a cooking. 1, 2, 3. And let's set our ladders to work, because we're going to need all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I don't know how many ladders this will make me. I haven't made ladders in forever. 9? Not convinced that'll be enough. 5, 6, 7. Let's check this out. Again, still not sure. I might want to come down. I don't know if I want a double ladder here. I feel like that'd be too big of an opening. This seems like the only good place, because everything else seems to break into a cave. So this is where I will be making my ladder. Oh god, not good at all. Okay. Oh, this breaks into the cave too. Fantastic. So I'm equally screwed regardless. Now I can't let this really... I can't do this like that. I'm going to need to go through this cave, because otherwise I'm sort of a sitting duck, because I have all sorts of badness coming in from every which direction. Also don't want to really get ambushed right now. Not a goal of mine. Okay, so this isn't as dangerous as I thought it would be. Again, the video might be a tiny bit jumpy simply because I'm making cuts every now and then, because I've notoriously had problems with audio lag with Challenge Accepted, so I don't want that to happen, and so I'm cutting every now and then to try to avoid that and like catch that in the act, and I think it happens when I either pause or... well, it happens quite frequently, and it's something I want to avoid. This is a surprisingly large amount of iron for one area. And we'll close it off, though. And I'll close it off with dirt. Wow, surprisingly enough, I've got a lot of dirt. A lot more dirt than cobble. Whoops. Okay, so where were these stairs? Right here. So... ta-da! Oops, I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Oh man, I do not want to go down there right now. This is a whole mess of danger and I don't want to do it. Let's go back up here and see how our glass is going, how everything is handling itself. Let's clean this up. Oops, actually, let's clean this up properly. Oh, and there's a creeper just waiting for us down there, of course. Destroy, destroy. Destroy. Okay, the sun is setting. We need to pull all the stops right now. Bed. Can I sleep? Yes. Alright, and I'm ready to fight should anything happen. Sword is drawn. Sweet. Ooh, except my spawn has been reset. Don't like that at all. Let's see what else we can get out of this in 4 sticks. Maybe that'll solve all of this. Let's put glass here, simply so we have it glassed off. So it's something of a window, and so I don't fall in here every time I come up close to it. Wow, I actually think I have enough glass to cover this whole thing. Usually whenever I'm cooking glass, there's never enough. But now, strangely enough, everything worked. Wow. We're going to need more ladders, though. So... oh wow, those 2 sticks may have actually helped. Yeah, they would have actually perfectly fit. Regardless, let's see what kind of glass we got out of this. Just 1. And we can leave that in there. I want light here, so... there is no real center point. I hate it when there's no center point. That really gets to me. Okay, so we have our creeper. So that's a challenge that's been completed. And none of this is counting as days underground. Ooh, there is light down there. I don't know if you guys saw it, but there is a large amount of light just hanging out downstairs. Now, my next important question is, what kind of base am I going to build here? Because I have no idea. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Okay, here's what we're going to do about this. You are going to be mine. Hey. Okay, maybe a bit better like this. There you go. Okay, so that is ours. And... yeah, I need to light this place up better. There's too much darkness. And actually, an interesting thing I want to keep in mind here, I imagine I'll have plenty of opportunities to get experience in this cave, given that it's an enormous cave. But I'm going to keep that coal that's over there, simply because in 1.3 I want some like immediate thing to show off. And one of the cool and somewhat actually problematic things that I see about 1.3 is that you get experience from mining certain things, such as coal. Now, you don't get it from iron, but you do get it from coal, and that actually, not particularly enthused about that. That does seem like a really weird choice, in my opinion. But, I mean, if it's not a huge problem, then whatever. Now, I didn't take down this lava simply for the purpose of just getting rid of some lava. Actually, I wanted to use that lava for future lighting, because one of you did... Hey! Oh man, that actually really freaked me out right there. Whew, mini heart attack. Mini heart attack. Casually avoided. And we're immediately just pulverizing our bones into bone meal. Now I did just sort of pause out for a sec. Wanted to check that all of the sound is sort of in place. Because I don't want to... especially for mob battles, I don't want to randomly have just audio issues with lag, stuff like that. What is this? Nothing. This actually might be a good place to build a base, because it's already here. If we go from this and sort of just make a like outwards cube, that might be a nice base. Let's see. We already have an established ceiling. It doesn't really... It's kind of even all the way. I think this would work nicely, actually. We could cut it off here safely. Oh, no, you are not doing this to me right now. You know what? Before we build ourselves a base, I want to go exploring. Because the last thing I want is... Okay. Ta-da! Cleverness. The last thing I want is stuff sneaking up on me, and I'm just particularly interested in what's up there. Or down there, rather. Oh man, this creeper. Oh, there's darkness here too. Oh man. This is just not a good place. Alright, where's this creeper? He just went down here. Oh dear, no, wow. Huh. Well, I can see why the creeper didn't come back. Wow. This cave is scarier than I originally imagined. And I originally imagined it to be very scary. Hey! No! Get back. You're not doing that song and dance tonight. Okay, so this leads further into the evil darkness. Hey! Why would you run towards me? You are a ranged combatant. Uh-oh. Enderman, creeper, not my venue. Although I did have a challenge. Oh no, that was bad. Oh god. Back up, back up. Stay back. Okay. What's okay? Don't want to deal with that right now. Oh man, and there's stuff on top. This is not cool at all. What is this? This is kind of, slightly ridiculous. Although I guess that wasn't all that terrible. That creeper, though, needed to get a life. Oh man, they're everywhere. Oh god. These creepers are not doing me any favors. None tonight. None whatsoever. Okay, so this darkness I will deal with in due time. Okay, gold everywhere in here from what I can see. Where was the light coming from? Down here? Okay, skeleton. We're gonna eat some chicken right now. We don't want to die. Hey! We will fight everything. And let's see. Dead end. Fantastic. Oh man, that was intense. Sort of a little last stand action right there. Let's keep move on. I sort of want to do some preliminary lighting here, and I think this is a good place to do that. What is this? When was I in here? Okay. Oh, there's my giant ravine of doom. Oh, and there's a slime in there too. Wow, there's going to be a lot of lighting to do in here. Also, there's a lot of gold, surprisingly enough. That interests me. Not sure what to make of that right now. But anyways, I think that's enough evil dealt with right now. Alright folks, I'm back. This video has been really choppy, as I've mentioned countless times before, and I really want to apologize for that. What the I did not place you here. Fool. Ah! Okay. Great start of the episode. Don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, what am I gonna do? What's a man to do in a situation like this? This is a pretty good idea, actually. Not bad. Pretty smart. Let's see what's going on back here. Nothing. We've already lit all of this up. No mobs. No creepy crawlies, that's for sure. Where did this creeper go? Why is he hiding from me? Actually, I can pretty much guess why he'd do that. It's pretty self-explanatory, makes a bit of sense. Stay back! And don't touch my stuff. Where's that ladder? Nope, no room in my inventory. Perfect. I knew it. So, moment of relief. You guys don't understand what's going on in my house right now, but I'm sitting here underneath the sunroof, or whatever those faces are called. I'm probably getting sunburned from all of this. It's kind of ridiculous, and it's hard to play in the day, so the summer's going to be pretty unbearable. I'm going to have to find my own little areas to record, stuff like that, because I need solace from the sunlight. And my room does not provide that at all. My room is like the anti-solace. Let's place this down here. Put away the things we don't immediately need. Ah, it's burning again. Okay, we can bring the sand back, put the iron in. 2, 3. I hear a zombie. Why would there be a zombie around here? That does not make a lick of sense. Alright. Pretty much everything we need we have. Actually, we're going to put this bucket away because I don't want to mess around with any lava. We'll take the water or empty bucket that has the potential to become a water bucket with us, and we'll use that to pick up anything else that we might need. Now, I imagine the zombie is probably just chilling out around here somewhere. Oh, there he is. I was right. I was right. Score. What? Oh, there you are. Well, well, well. More zombie flesh for my collection. Okay, so how are we going to build this house? First of all, we can start by getting rid of this stupid dirt. I'm not even sure. I kind of had a plan. The plan is kind of not working the way I want it to. We could have like a curvy house where it sort of like curves in over here. I don't like that though. I want my house to make sense. Let's try and build something of an exoskeleton for this house. So the roof, I would imagine, this would be the ceiling. Yeah, the ceiling is pretty much on par with where we land here. So let's call this our roof. And actually, while I'm building, I want to talk about some stuff that's been going on, and hopefully I won't completely butcher it. Sort of a preliminary question, one you can't really answer considering this is live commentary and even if it wasn't live commentary, it's not really a question you can answer to me directly right now, but I imagine some of you guys watch C. Nanners, and some of you have probably seen a video of his from a while ago, but it's a video I really like called Steve Wynn Life Advice. And how many blocks is that? 1, 2, 3. Perfect. That's the height I want. Excellent. And I absolutely love that video, and I think it's a fantastic video, and I actually used its advice fairly, well, a couple days ago, actually. Or it'll probably be a couple days ago by the time I release this. For me right now it was yesterday, but I was invited by my girlfriend's family to a reception of her father's movie, which was Under African Skies, which is a documentary about Paul Simon. Paul Simon is the Simon half of Simon and Garfunkel. And I will admit off of the bat right now, I've never been a big fan. And it's not because I don't like them, it's because I've just never listened to them. I've never really, that wasn't the music my parents listened to, so it was never something that was really played around the household. It was not a thing that I naturally gravitated to. But the opportunity to go to this event was really, really interesting. And so I said, yeah, sure, I'd love to go. This is going to be interesting. I'd love to do this. So I showed up, and in this documentary were a whole bunch of artists with whom I was familiar with, such as David Byrne, and I'm not particularly familiar with him, but I knew he recorded recently with Arcade Fire for Speaking in Tongues. There was Peter Gabriel in this video. There was Vampire Weekend, who I'm listening to right now, and I absolutely love their music. It's fantastic. If someone could donate me an iTunes gift card, I would be eternally grateful. Just kidding, I'm not serious about that. I mean, if you want to, go ahead, but no. So, there was this Q&A and reception after the movie screening. And I was really, like, itching to ask Paul Simon a question, except I didn't really, I wasn't sure how to approach him, because, I mean, how do you approach a celebrity who's had a movie made after him, who has a fantastic set of albums, a fantastic track record of music? How do you approach someone like that and just start up a conversation with them? And actually, so first, like, there was a Q&A thing, and I was going to ask him, but it wasn't open to the public for whatever reason, which is pretty dumb and kind of defeats the purpose of a Q&A, in my opinion. But that happened, yeah. So, god damn it! And I didn't get the opportunity to talk to him then. So I was standing around afterwards, and I was sort of like a bit moping, because I was like, I didn't get to talk to Paul Simon. And then I kind of like realized that I wouldn't really have another opportunity in my life to just sit down and, talk to Paul Simon naturally. I mean, that doesn't happen. That's not an everyday event. And so I finally decided, very much in the vein of this video by C. Nanners that I really admire and enjoy, I walked up to him and I just had at it. I started talking to him. And it was actually a really interesting conversation. We talked about the state of the music industry nowadays. Whoa, Jesus Christ! Where did that come from? You know what, I'm glad that happened, because that's the first time in a good while. Good Lord, you need to get a life. I'm going to clear out these caves before I do any further action. But that was the first time in a while a creeper had actually, like, creeped up on me, as their name suggests. That doesn't usually happen to me. I'm usually the one who, not the one who creeps up on them, but, oh God! Don't do that to me! I was fighting off a sneeze. That did not work. Fight unsuccessful. So I just decided, like, when else would I get the opportunity to talk to Paul Simon? And so it was one of those things where it's just like, you have to go out and do this. This is not an opportunity that you want to miss, because when else are you going to have that kind of chance? And moreover, the more I thought about it, the more I thought about how fantastic this entire evening had been. Because, first of all, it showed to me that interactions of like any kind with any number of people are possible. I mean, you think you're not going to be able to talk to. I mean, if I was told, if it was explained to me who Paul Simon was, like a year ago, and I was told like, hey, you're going to have a conversation with him, I would be like, yeah, whatever, not going to happen. That's highly unlikely. But given the current state of the internet, given the current state of interaction, given the current state of like how you meet and interact with people in general, it is such a possibility that just discounting it like that is almost unfair to yourself. And so part of what I'm trying to say is that just casually, like offhand dismissing the opportunity to miss someone is pretty ridiculous, but actually that's not what I was trying to say, because that came out wrong. Why would you casually dismiss the my sneezy brain is not helping me at all. Essentially, aside from the fact that like you have to go out and be a go-getter when it comes to talking to people, because I mean, when else are you going to have these opportunities if you come across one of them? Essentially, what else I'm trying to say is that I guess it's kind of cliched, but if you work hard, these opportunities are really available to you, because it's almost like there's this elite, like, smart people club. Oh man, blowing my nose on camera recording. Oh no, this is shameful. Oh no. Oh, it's shameful. Where am I? Alright. Anyways, it's almost, if you think about it, there's almost like this club of, whoa, what is happening here? And how come I had not hit him a single time out of like 7 swings? That was ridiculous. Back to the commentary. Come on, brain, come back to me. Allow me to speak coherently and speak what I say and know what I know. See, that's a Paul Simon song from the album Graceland. I know what I know. Clever musical references. Oh man, I'm a genius. But essentially, like, you may think that you don't have this opportunity to commingle with fame, with people that you may consider have higher standing, but that's actually, like, you're selling yourself short, because these opportunities present themselves quite frequently. It just depends on what it is you want to do and what it is you do with your life, because I imagine, like, if you told the director of the Paul Simon documentary that just came out, or came out fairly recently, rather, if you told him when he was a kid that he'd be filming movies about superstars and he'd be chilling with Ryan Gosling and having dinner with Harvey Weinstein, like, you wouldn't believe that. But now, given the opportunities and like the things he's done with his life, that those are all possibilities and all things that happen. So it's almost like, I guess school's over. I shouldn't even be telling you guys this. This is what a bummer. But if you really, I guess, if you work for it, these are all possibilities that present themselves, all things that are very, very possible to do. And selling yourself short and thinking like, no, I can't really do this. I couldn't possibly become a part of this. Couldn't possibly, like, assert myself in a world like this. Well, you're selling yourself short, and that's unfair to do. It's not a good thing to do to yourself. So, wise words from LeaderGrev. I mangled that commentary quite dangerously, but I hope it makes sense what I was trying to say. Essentially, like, don't sell yourself short, because that's a pretty big crime against yourself. All right. Oh, right. Actually, speaking of C-nanners, I've been jumping from Paul Simon to C-nanners in the weirdest of ways. I wish this made sense. Man, that cave is intimidating. Right. Speaking of C-nanners, I haven't really followed up on that whole gun shop spotlight, and I really do want to bring that up and talk about that, because it was pretty important to me. I actually to be entirely honest, that completely made my day. Like, no joke. I was driving home. Well, I wasn't driving home yet, but I had just gotten into the car and I was like, let me check my phone, let me check my videos, let me see what's going on the mobile YouTube app and whatever. Probably got like 2 more views on this video. And then I get on and my video has like 400 something views, and that was unusual. So I sat there for a second and I was like, what's going on here? This is strange. And I realized after looking at the comments that somebody had spotlighted me, and I was freaking out. Like, throughout the entire car ride, in a high-pitched voice, I was essentially shouting at myself, like, what the fuck is a gun shop, man? What is that? What is going on? Like, that's pretty much literally what I shouted for a good 7-minute car ride. And I got home and I looked it up and I saw the spotlight. And some of you guys may have seen it. It was in one of my videos a while ago where I took the footage from the spotlight and just put it into my video at the beginning. I believe it was a Final Fantasy video that I put it into. Final Fantasy or Challenge Accepted. Not really sure which, but one of the two. And this room is a mess. What am I going to do with this? You know what might be cool? I've got square quadrants sort of like out here. Maybe doing that indoors might be interesting. Sort of having like a central column that arches out into different directions and bisects this whole thing. Meh, we'll see. Anyways, the guy compared me to C. Nanners, the gun shop. Well, first of all, I want to say I want to hugely thank this guy, and I know he's not going to watch this video, or at least I assume he's not. And if you are watching, please leave a comment. I do kind of want to see if you watch these. I mean, I would really appreciate that, but whatever, regardless. He brought up C. Nanners, and that's a comparison I've heard a lot. Very often I get a comment and it's like, whoa, dude, you sound exactly like C. Nanners. It's probably like, of all the commentators I've been compared to, that would probably be number one. And there was a point at which I almost like sought to be like, to sound like him, where I sort of, I used that sound very, very much. I applied that quite liberally to all of my commentary. A very like thick, almost C. Nannerish voice. And I almost did it on purpose for a while. And at one point, I was also trying to emulate Woody's gamer tag because I really liked him at some point. But yeah, I've kind of done that. And I've kind of picked it up from different commentators, just as I believe I've picked up a giggle from Good Boulderfist. And I was thinking about the comparison, and he talked a lot about the voice and how like chill the commentary was. And part of me was like, yeah, that makes perfect sense. While another part of me was like, that doesn't make full sense to me. Because I'm actually not particularly subdued. A lot of you will know that I do bring up like fairly political stuff, fairly like social stuff in my videos, because this is so much of a learning experience for me that I do want to hear from you guys and learn what you have to say. Was this a dead end? Yes, it was. Why did I come back here? Just to check, I guess. And whereas C. Nanners doesn't do that, at least not on my level, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but I just mean it in sort of like, well, he just doesn't do that. That's not his style. That's not a thing that he does. I do that a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, perfect. And I guess, so I didn't entirely agree with that sentiment that I was like C. Nanners because I was subdued and very quiet, because that's just not true. No, shame. I would edit this out, but I've already done enough cutting and pasting and editing in this video, and it's shameful. It's shameful. I've lost my knack for commentary, for live commentary. I used to, or at least I think that I used to be able to fairly eloquently describe what it is I wanted to describe and say the things I needed to say. And I think I've sort of lost that voice, that talent recently. Sometimes I'll have to re-record things and edit things, and I'll delete videos, entire videos, because of the recording quality. And I don't mean quality in terms of like audio video, I mean quality in terms of like how I think I have performed on video. I just don't think it's up to par with the rest of what I do. Let's see, what are we going to do here? Alright, one thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to plant some trees out, because we're going to need wood, and the wood that we have right now will not be sufficient. Moreover, one of our challenges was to build a tree farm, and I think planting a couple trees outside will be perfect for that. Actually, I need... do I have an axe? Yes, I do. I am going to need one of these saplings from these trees, because... nuts. I don't want just light wood. I came and I prepared and I was like, I'm only gonna need light wood, and that wasn't true. I need all different kinds of wood. Yes, go ahead and laugh. I'm saying wood. I laugh too. So my inside me, my secret me is giggling right now. Yes! Alright, good. Actually, speaking of tree farms, I'm not building a tree farm per se. I think that's a tiny bit ridiculous. I don't think that's very useful, I guess? Not useful. Useful is the wrong word. Ooh, 4 iron. Perfect. Oh, actually, no, that's not. 2. Let's go to sleep. Let's go grab some Z's. Actually, I'm not going to stay the night in the cave up until I have everything ready. That's sort of a policy of mine at this point, because one of the challenges you guys gave me, yes, I'm reverting back to the whole challenge thing. Look at that. Challenge accepted. That's what I do. One of the challenges you guys gave me was to stay 3 nights in this cave. And if I spend those 3 nights building this base, well, then the whole purpose of the cave is lost. So I don't want to do that. That's a waste. It's a waste of my time. Waste of your time too. I don't like wasting time. Let's see. Shovel can go for now. And oh man. I knew I was right to leave the axe in. I knew I was going to make a mistake. It's about time. Alright, so which part of this room am I going to designate for which thing? I guess one part should be specifically raw materials and like chests, which will probably be one of these. Oh, they're all the same size. Derp, flurp, derp. So yeah, one of these parts will probably be chests. Where is my birch? My birch! Where's my birch? Where is it? Where's my birch? There you go. Oh, it's a beauty. I love. Oh, you guys were waiting for that. You guys thought I was gonna say I love that wood. I didn't. Well, I mean, I just forget it. What was I talking about? Right. Designating different parts of this house for different things. Da 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 da. Bow. Bow. Actually, I might cut the video out for a second just to see how the audio sync is doing, because one of the things I've noticed is that this usually happens mostly during Challenge Accepted, and YouTube has made a habit of just telling me that all of my videos are out of sync. I stopped believing YouTube a while ago. But Challenge Accepted is a series that actually does often get out of sync, so I will see you guys in 1 second. Whoa, the music suddenly changed to a different point in time. How did that happen? Oh, that's because I tabbed away. Right. Just told you about that. Anyhow, the audio is surprisingly doing just fine, unless YouTube decides to say, hey, all of your videos, the audio and the video are out of sync. What are we going to do? Well, unless that happens, and it doesn't really affect anything, which is great, because if it did, if I had to like fix the audio video sync and all of that, I would go ham. I would be so mad I would just destroy YouTube. Not literally, just figuratively, but still, I would. This one torch, that always happens. That's the worst. Okay, and how are we gonna do the rest of this? Part of me wants to build little, like, arches. Okay, enough beatboxing from me. Let's go check out how upside down stairs are going to look. Because when I was coming into this, I had the idea of building sort of like under. I had this whole big plan, this big scheme prepared. And oh, I don't forget it. I'm not doing that. I already have all of that stuff. Because I'm a genius. I am a genius. And I thought beforehand that, hey, it'll be a nice idea to prepare these sorts of things. Okay, so I have, you know what I'm going to do in the meanwhile is I'm going to set up that tree farm. I'm not going to plant, I did save some bone meal. I'm not going to start using that yet. Because I just want these trees to grow and sort of do their own thing while I'm waiting. Uh-oh, skeleton. Skeleton and cave noise. Two disasterly things that I absolutely hate. Horrible. 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 Okay, so how are we going to do this? Let's place one tree right here. 1, 2, 3. One tree right here. Awesome. We're master architects on a mission. Not really, but whatever. We'll put that right there. We'll bring this back here. Put this right here. Yes, we finally got rid of that one random torch. Finally. Let's put this back in action, this baby. I don't like this. That's a tiny bit better. And then what I can do is I can put slabs in between. So here we've got this, hey, don't do that. We've got this little central hub thing going on. Boom, back. Bazoom, baskoom, badoosh. Ta-da. Oh, we've got a chef here. If we were to put a pumpkin right here, a jack-o'-lantern, it would look like a weird chef. There's a chef's hat. That looks strange. Oh god, I just thought this was a creeper. I was like, why is there a creeper there? What is he doing? What's up here? Dead end? Pretty sure I've already checked this in this episode. Oh man, so many super secret... mouth work again. Alright, I think it's time we brought our stuff downstairs. I actually want to decorate the walls. Or, before that, what we could do is we could get rid of these half slabs and we could make this a actual thing. Yes, an actual thing. What do you think of that? As opposed to a fake thing, we now have an actual thing. And where was that one ladder we had? Ta-da! Here's what we're going to do. Excellent. We're going to have a secret staircase. Ta-da! And right there, that's good. And how are we going to do this whole thing? This thing. Alright. I like the idea of glass here. This reminds me a lot of my 404 base, just a bit more elaborate. What are we going to do for the siding? I don't want this to just be a boring old house. Also, making it spider-proof would be a fantastic idea. But this is the boring way to spider-proof something. This is the boring old way. The boring bourgeoisie way. We are going to revolutionize our building methods, so we will have no more bourgeoisie pigs telling us how to spider-proof our houses. No more of that. Ouch. You crunched me. Don't do that. Anyone who gets that reference is an immediate winner. And by immediate, I mean like, you've been a winner your entire life. And only now has the prophecy been fulfilled, and have you been told? I'm sorry it took this long. Ta-da, ta-da. Oh, I'm not going to reach that. Okay, excellent. And now we can... Oh, probably best to do this on the way back. I'm not going to pick any of that up, which is unfortunate. Grr. Kind of would have liked that cobble. Okay. Part of me wants to go and explore some more, actually. There's plenty of stuff to go out and explore. And I'm going to want to get rid of that ugly thisness. This whole thing. It's a mess. Then we're going to see what this looks like from the outside. Oh man, I didn't want to get rid of that. Why did I... No forethought. No forethought. Not very smart. We're going to leave all the corners on because we need to put up a tiny bit of this. Ta-da! Genius. Oh, we didn't do any of this side. That was dumb. You know what might be cool? Having sort of like, not scaffolding. Scaffolding is the wrong word. Get out of here. Okay, good. Perfect. Oh, nuts. Just work. Some, oh man, I forget what the exact name is. But the little, God damn it. The name. I need the name. I'm not going to remember this. I'll show you guys in a sec. Uh-oh, and I think it might be becoming darker. Now would be a good time to go grab some sleeps. Yep, yeah, I can see the darkness appearing. Oh yes, the sky is becoming gloomy. I haven't had this kind of a long episode where I just did work like this in a long time. I usually edit stuff like this out or do it on camera, but I got tired of that. I sort of wanted to do this on camera so you guys could see how I function. I haven't really showed you guys this type of thing in a while. And maybe cobble isn't the most interesting thing to build with. I'll give you guys that. But this floor, I don't like it like this. What I would like is... Oh, I know what I would want here. It's going to require some serious work on behalf of my coal. I'm surprised I don't have more of it. I feel like I've been mining so much coal that I should just have a whole bunch of it. So, how much will... Oh, I have plenty of torches. I don't need it. Forget it. We'll get all of that as smooth stone. And then... Ah, I know perfectly. Well, okay, so... things to do here. Right, now might be a good time to fill in these walls. Now, what I want to do is I want to try a new kind of decor. Actually, this isn't very new. This is very World 2. Let's see. I do like this wood. It's very nice. Let's go get some more of it. Let's go get a lot more of it, actually. Perfect. Where's that axe of ours? Fantastic. Fantastico. Yes. Excellent. Alright, so we got all of that. 520. Excellent. That's perfect. Let's see how this looks. I haven't really used this as much of a building material. Now, I actually don't like this stone here. What would be nicer, in my opinion, might be dirt, actually. I know that's a strange choice, but don't know about this. A better option might be the following. Cobble. Yeah, since the rest of my house is very cobble-y, I think cobble would be a solid choice. So we'll have cobble. Instead of surrounding dirt, though, we're going to surround this birch wood. I think that'll look pretty nice. What do you guys think? Of course, we're sort of slightly out of light right now, but... Okay. Oh, I actually like that a lot. I like that a whole lot. We're going to mine out this wall, and actually what might be interesting to do would be to do this by quadrants. Let's see how this looks. Because we've got rooms on their own. Oh, whoops, didn't mean to do that. And instead of just, we'd be splitting it in two. How would this look? No. Definitely not. Just, we'd need two. Actually, what we could have is we could have a center one. Because we've got light coming from this wall. And we'll keep all of our light level on the center plane. I like this. This is a good idea. I am a genius, a brilliant designer. I have something of a similar idea going on in World 2 in my upper base, where I've got cobble surrounding dirt. And the dirt, that actually looks nice, but I don't have glowstone to provide lighting. And torches on dirt don't look fantastic, as you guys just saw. So we're not going to be doing that here. Instead... Oh. Okay, so we have something of a break in tradition right here. I think we can keep this here simply because we've got a wall sort of going on. And let's get rid of this, because what we're going to do is we're going to have something like this, I imagine. And then we're going to have an arc right here. Man, this episode should be pretty long, and I'm going to try to do a lot of editing on it, just so I can make it my best. Actually, a friend of mine, I forgot a big part of why I was doing the whole Guns, CNNers commentary. That feeling of being shouted out was such a good feeling, of like knowing that people were there, watching my back, sort of like seeing what I was doing, and they were like, wow, that's cool, I really like this, I really enjoy this person's videos. Seeing that, and especially seeing it from a bigger YouTuber, and him having the confidence to say, hey, this is someone who I trust my viewers will like, that's really high praise. And I want to do that. I want to be one of the commentators that will not even look out for smaller commentators, but who will direct his viewers towards certain people, and who in turn will make those people feel better. I mean, I have plenty of friends who do Minecraft commentary and who don't have the same level of subscribers as I do, although, to be perfectly honest, that level has been slipping for me for a whole number of reasons. But that's not important right now. What is important is how great it felt to have new supporters, I guess. New people come in and say, like, hey, I like your videos. They're really great. I like watching this. That was a good feeling. So if I can bestow that feeling, I guess bestow makes this too much of an honor for me, but if I can make someone feel that way, then I feel like I will have succeeded as a YouTuber. If I can make people happy to the extent that like they want to produce more content, that they want to keep going, that they want to keep doing their thing, that they have people carrying or supporting them, that would be great. I would love that. What is going on here? What did I do? Okay, so this is wrong. 4, wait a minute, this isn't 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that makes sense. I see. I did something wrong. I bet some of you guys noticed that and were just screaming at your screens, trying to make me notice, and I wasn't. Naturally, because I've already recorded this, and there's no way you can contact me in the past to change the course of the future. That would be a very intense technology being used for very ridiculous reasons. Don't know why you'd ever want to do that. Let's see. I like this as a floor. At least for the outside and possibly even for the roof. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so this section, I want it to be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh man. Alright, well, this is good timing because we need to go upstairs and get ourselves some sleepiness. Rather, the opposite of that. We need to get ourselves some rest because look at this. Oh, darn it. Timing so close and then it's just, nope. Nope, not doing it for you. Sorry, buddy. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm just eating through picks right now. It's fun. Not the eating part. I don't eat picks, so that sounds horrible. Okay. Maybe I should move my stuff downstairs. It's actually probably a pretty good idea. Okay, let's move our bed, our stuff, our chest. Let's move all of that downstairs. Not the chest, actually. Not yet. Because I feel like the chest will just explode and will disappear into nothing. All of my things will just go spilling out. I don't want that to happen. Not in the least. Okay, so safe place to sleep. Perfect. Okay, so while we're doing this, we'll sort of keep a watch out for the time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Grr. Oh, I didn't need to do that. What I want to do is I want to cobble this area up. For whatever reason. Honestly, my understandings of design are very all over the place if you haven't already noticed. They're not the most fantastic ideas. Ta-da! Sleep. Oh wow, I like how this room looks. I like it a lot. Especially from here, from the bed. I mean, it did fade out, so it was hard to like consistently look at, but I like that a lot. That looked really nice in my opinion. I could just be doing... that could be a bit biased because it's my own creation, I guess. But I think it looks pretty darn nice. Alright, we are not going to need very many stairs. Yep. Okay. So anyways, I'm actually... this video is already pretty edit intensive simply because of the number of shots and cuts I had to make. So one thing I've been picking up on is a bunch of design sort of techniques, I guess, from a friend of mine who just started making videos. And I'm going to do a proper shout out sort of spotlight thing in the future. I'm going to have to figure out a venue for that at some point. Like, how am I going to do that properly? How do I properly shout out people in a video? Wow, that was unexpected. Let's get rid of this tree. It is very much in our way, and it is very dark, and it is very dangerous to have around. Yep, that's exactly why it's dangerous, because it makes spooky noises. Well, it's not the one that's making spooky noises. C418 is making the spooky noises. The jerk. But I imagine the tree is contributing to that. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is I'm probably going to end up starting a video series of some kind that's just going to be, specifically, it's just going to be shoutouts. And like once or twice a month, I'm going to find a channel that I like, and you guys definitely please send me suggestions because I want to hear what YouTubers you guys like, what smaller YouTubers you found and enjoy. And I will check out their channel and I will take a look and I will make a proper spotlight video specifically for that one channel, where I'll look at the content and I'll recommend some videos, try to maybe like make some small cuts here and there and show you guys what kind of footage is there. Maybe I'll ask permission first for that sort of thing, but we'll see. Oh, nuts. We need more. But essentially, that made me so happy, and I already have YouTubers in mind who I'd really like to share with you guys. And if I could do that, that would make me insanely happy. Like, if I could make people as happy as that specific spotlight made me, like, day is complete. I'm good. If I can do that much, I'm good. Oh, actually, this might be a good idea. Just having this lowered. Let's see, and then we could take this and turn it into half slabs. I'm liking how this base is coming together. I didn't expect much of this because I'm usually not fantastic with designing things like this. I come in and I'm like, it's going to be grandiose and big and large and enormous. That's what she said. Actually, I hope she's not setting those kind of expectations for herself. But anyways, I do that, and then it ends up being really bad. And it's just like a square. It's like a box of cobblestone or something. And that's not to say that this isn't. I mean, we can, with enough certainty, say that this is not the most fantastic house design of all time. Especially not for a cave. I'm sure there are much more grandiose things that exist, that you guys have seen, that YouTube has bestowed upon your eyes. But in my opinion, this is a pretty fancy looking base. For a base that was supposed to only be for this cave, a base that will probably be, inevitably at some point in the future, a base that'll be destroyed. I mean, that's pretty great. So we can probably use this thing for chests, this area, and this will be our crafting, smelting, everything area. I'm pretty sure I have more of these. I don't know how much that will get me through. Probably not very much. No, not very much at all. Just one block. Okay, that was a bad, poorly done experiment. We're gonna need to go out and get more coal. Oh wow, look at this, more coal. Fantastic. We are amazing adventurers. We have already found coal in a matter of seconds. How amazing is that? We're pretty awesome. Gotta admit. And I say we because I mean all of us. All of us contributed to the finding of this coal because we are all a part of the awesome. You, me, everyone. We are all a part of this great big world that makes us all awesome. I don't know how I just pulled that out of my... yeah. Oh man. Let's go break this chest in my bobber, so we won't have to return to the surface. Oh wow, stuff I will want. Alright, I'm coming back for you kids. Oh, I didn't get the chest. That's an epic fail. I'm gonna need the chest to come back for you guys. Alright, I should be standing right on top of it. No, stop. Oh, wow. Okay, cows. Cows. Oh, I thought I had a whole bunch of food and I didn't. Whatever. No worries. Let's go, chest numero uno. We will drop. Let's see, how can we arrange this? We could, I don't want to sort of like break into the space we have here, so maybe, oh wow, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. You know what might be cool? Being able to place chests onto, or signs. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Being able to place chests, or, oh my god, signs onto sort of onto the ground. I think that would be pretty darn cool. 1, 2. Okay, so I can't really do anything with that. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ta-da! Excellent. So now we have all the chests that we need. We just need to figure out what we're going to do with them. So this chest will probably be challenge stuff, although none of this so far has been okay. Or actually, let's go pick up that stuff before it despawns first. I think that's a solid first thing to start with, rather than going for, you know, like, here's what we'll designate this for and this, without really having any understanding of, okay, here's how we're going to do this. Really? Come on, guys. What are we going to do? What are we going to do with you guys? What are we going to do? Really? Oh, I don't need you. I do need you. What else is that going to pick up? Nope. Nope. Alright, just zombie flesh and cobble and stuff we don't need. Fantastic. Alright, we've sorted out our lives, and we no longer deal with that sort of thing. Let's see what's going on over here. Wow, great. We can create 7 times 6, 42 of these. I think that's good. See, my math is amazing. I have above elementary level math. That's pretty smart. Where else will you find a YouTuber who could do math so quickly in his mind? That's just unfathomable. You don't do that. I am breaking cultural boundaries with what is acceptable on YouTube. I do not apologize for my audacity. Sweet. I'm liking this a whole lot. Wow, more trees. I think we're actually on the edge of 2 different biomes. Oh, that's right, because we are. There's what's its face above us and what's its face below us. That was perfectly descriptive. We have, what I meant to say was we have forest and, or not forest. Why is this not despawning? Oh. Villain. We have plains and the taiga. Excellent. Oh, we should put some stuff away. Like some cobble. Cobble. This stuff. Dirt. This. And let's go get that. And let's go to bed. It's about bedtime, actually. It actually is bedtime. It's exactly bedtime. What? Lies. It's definitely bedtime. Don't lie to me, game. You're lying to me. I do not take insults like this lightly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ta-da! You lie, game. You lie. Sleep time. Excellent. Let's gnaw on some chicken. Because we have plenty of it and we might as well just eat up. Actually, what we should do now while we're not exploring is we should eat up on zombie flesh, because that we can get as much of as we want. We're not really that far away from our base, so that's always sort of like a resource that's easily obtainable, not really a problem to get. We'll put our building blocks in here. Where do we have sand? Do we have more sand? Because I need sand for windows. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I might build something here. Actually, not really feeling like building a wall, like a traditional wall here with a door. I feel like having an open base really raises the threat level and makes for an interesting game. I'm going to regret that when I eventually, inevitably, just get blown up. But I feel like this is interesting. Having a sort of like open home, an open house going on here. It's like, hey, mobs, come on in whenever you want. Free dinner, free brains to munch on. That just, it raises the interest level for me, in my opinion. There's always that tension of like, if I'm in my house, if I start crafting something, will something sneak up on me? It's this consistent unrest that, in my opinion, makes for pretty interesting gameplay. Wow, there is stuff we have yet to explore. But I do want to see what's up here first. Whoa, mouse, work properly. Please, K, thanks. Dead end? Yes. A dead end with plenty of resources and splashiness. I assume on the other side of this is the slime, the spider, the water that we all saw earlier in this episode. Yeah, I've done so many edits I don't even remember which episode is which. This is going to be a really long episode. I'm going to have a hard time exporting this and doing all of the jazz that needs to be done. I should probably be allocating my resources better in terms of time. Because I don't actually have a lot of time to record. I'm going to be leaving for, I believe, around like 1.5 weeks to Russia, just for vacation purposes. And I really got to plug in the fan so my game doesn't lag like crazy. And right, didn't actually edit anything there. I'm proud of that. Ooh, Mr. Creeper. Wow, that actually, I sound like the creeper in that. Let's not do that anymore. I need to record a lot, simply so I have a backlog, so I can save. Yes! Apples! Score! Why did this pop off? Not enough light? No, there's enough light for sure. There's gotta be. Oh, right, one thing I need to do over here is I need to do farming. I was just thinking about, like, what am I going to do? What chest is going to be my agriculture chest? And then I remembered I hadn't started any farms up. We should do that outside. Simply because I don't want to disturb the piece I've created inside. There's sort of an already established order. Don't want to mess with that. So let's... What we can do is we can have a 3x or a 4x, however wide we want this to be, farm. Did I not pick up this apple? I have room in my inventory. I guess that was before I had that room. Oh, okay, so let's see. So I essentially have a tree farm. A lot of these challenges are pretty much ready, but you know what, before I get to this farm, I want to conclude this episode before it gets too long and too laggy and the recording gets all bad. Let's pick up the stuff we need to finish off this episode right. Okay. And we should get some of this sand cooking so we can... Oh, we have... 1, 2, 3. We have some glass. Oh, we're going to need more stairs than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we need one more. Okay, but let's make more stairs, and then we're going to cut off the episode and sort of take a look at the challenges that we've completed, the challenges we have yet to complete. I have a handy-dandy list right next to me that I'm going to sneakily look at without you guys noticing. Ooh, up there, did you see it? Nope, you didn't. I did it all sneaky-like. You didn't see a thing. Alright. I actually really like this sort of entrance. I'm going to do... Oh, man. What is going on here? This entrance is not all proper, but whatever. I like this. I like how this looks. I like it a lot. Oh, well, that might have been best to save that way. Okay, so let's take a look at the challenges we've completed. As I've mentioned before, we got the stairs to the chicken farm, the mob farm, a cactus farm, a cave base, and an animal farm with mobs. I actually don't know how much a cave base was, or if that was... Oh, we had the creeper head entrance and the staircase. That's 25 points. The 3x3 glass roof, I didn't actually do 3x3, given that this isn't really 3x3, but it is fairly big, so let me know what you guys think. Do you think this counts as a 3x3 roof? Do you think that's appropriate? Do you think that works? Because that was a challenge in itself, and I don't want to create another roof somewhere But, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Didn't finish the farm. Haven't stayed for 3 days. So a lot of stuff I haven't done, but I've created the creeper head entrance. Stairs to the chicken farm, all of that stuff. So, anyways, I will continue from this cave base in the next episode, so as to avoid lag. Don't want this to get too long. Don't want the recording to get all laggy due to hardware space, or hard drive space. Oh man, you don't know when to quit. Anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I know I actually did. It's been a change from the norm. It was very refreshing. Oh god. I am getting accosted from all directions. Thank you very much for watching, and have a fantastic day.